In this question here, we're looking at the 17th term of a sequence. We know it's three times the fourth term, and we know that the sum of the first four terms is 40. So it asks us to find A and D. Now, it doesn't give us any information about the sequence, whether it's geometric or arithmetic, but we have to assume, because we're looking for a D value, that this is going to be an arithmetic sequence. If we don't know what kind of sequence it is, we actually cannot solve this problem as is. So what can I gather from this information given in the question? So the first thing I see is that the 17th term is 3 times the fourth term. So what does that mean? Well, T17 is equal to 3 times T4. Okay, and if I write that in terms of arithmetic notation, so of the general term, I'll have the first term plus 17 minus 1 times the difference, whatever it is, equals 3 times the first term plus, in this case it's going to be 4 minus 1 times the difference. And if I simplify all this, I get A plus 16D equals 3A plus 3 times 3 is 9, 9D. And collecting all my terms together, I get 2A minus, 7D equals 0. So that's my first piece of information. The second one is that the sum of the first four terms is 40. So I'm going to use my summation formula here. And I'm going to write that as, I'm going to use this one here, Sn equals n over 2, open bracket, 2a plus n minus 1 times d. So in this case, I know that S4 is 40, which means that I have 4 terms divided by 2, 2 times the first, plus n minus 1, well actually n we know what it is, it's 4, 4 minus 1 times d is equal to 40. So let me simplify this expression. 2 goes into 4 twice, so I'm left with 40 equals 2 times 2a plus 3d, which is looking good. And then if I distribute the 2, I get 40 equals 4a plus, what is it, 6d, and that's all divisible by 2, so I end up with 20 equals 2a plus 3d. So let's look at everything what we have right now. We have an equation up here in terms of a and d. I have an equation over here in terms of a and d, and the obvious choice is to reorganize them and solve by substitution or elimination. I think in this case I will use elimination because I noticed that there's a 2a here and a 2a here, and I can eliminate that variable very easily. So let's set up our system of equations. So I'm going to take the first one, 2a minus 7d equals 0. And my second one, I have 2a plus 3d equals 20. And I'm going to subtract the 2. So in this case, the 2a's disappear. I'm left with negative 10d, negative 20. And divide both sides by negative 10. Cancel, cancel. My d value is equal to 2. And therefore, my a value, well, I can just plug that 2 into one of the previous equations. So let's say, take this first one here. Okay, I'm going to have 2 times a minus 7 times d, which is 2, equals 0. Rearrange, I get 2a equals 14. That gives me a equals 7. And those are my two values for a and d respectively.